We're officially starting week 2. Today is Monday. I did not film yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday. Today is my birthday. We celebrated my birthday yesterday. And like I said in another video, birthday days have their own budget. So I went ahead and had some restaurant. As you see the cat go into the bathroom. I had a restaurant for lunch. We tried this new restaurant called Osmos. It's a new place in Fredericton. The food is decent. It's really, really good, actually. Not Egyptian, but it's good. And I got this adorable little package from my cousin for my birthday. So we're gonna go ahead and plant this. I've already rehydrated it last night. And then I'm just going to plant them today, and then I'll be able to track how long it takes, because normally I always lose track of these, and I don't remember how long it took before I actually got the seeds. And these are really fun. She sent them to me for Valentine's Day. If you have somebody that doesn't really want clutter in their house, and you still want to get them a little thought, these are adorable, and once they're done, you don't have to feel bad for throwing them out, and it's not something that'll stay in that person's house for ages. And it gives them a little boost of nutrition. I absolutely love this, and every time that she gets it for me, I'm so happy to see what variety she's getting me. She's gotten me beet greens this time, radish greens, I believe broccoli greens, and there was another one, I think it was horseradish. All really good, all really cool. And I'm gonna start with this one, and I still have another one to plant later on. But in about 10 days, we'll be able to use these on a sandwich or on top of a soup or something. For lunch, I'm gonna be using up some of this leftover shawarma rice and... Did I say lunch? I mean breakfast. If I said lunch, I meant breakfast. I'm going to be using up some of this leftover shawarma chicken and rice. It's got some nice seasoning on it, but it's very light, so I think it could go very well with a lot of things. And then I'm just going to add some eggs to it and a side of these cucumbers that were left over from yesterday's dinner. So I'm just going to have that, and me and my daughter are going to share the plate. We often do that, and then that way we both get to just pick out what we want. And I don't know, I always end up with her eating from my plate anyways, even if she has her own plate. So sometimes we just go ahead and share from the get-go. Lunch is kind of fun for yourself, so we're having some cheese and then cheesy beans and some of these because the bag somehow popped open, so I want to use them before they go stale. Dinner tonight is going to be vegetarian. We're taking out these pot stickers. We have never had these before, but they are vegetable pot stickers. We're having basmati rice, and then I'm making a side salad, so we're going to use some of this curly lettuce that I've been soaking in water in hopes to revive it. I got a flash food box yesterday as part of my birthday day, and this was part of it, along with another head of lettuce. I was actually buying it for... Oh no, did it freeze? I think my cucumber may have frozen. I don't know if you can see the color change. I bought it originally for the corn to go along with my steak. There was corn in there, and then it turns out the corn was so moldy, it was so bad, I ended up having to throw it in the compost right away. So we're going to make the best of it, and we're going to use up the curly lettuce, possibly some of this one. This is a flash food tomato from a while back, like from the bags that I originally got, a flash food pepper, and then this is a cucumber from my birthday meal as well. My birthday meal was steak, It was supposed to be corn, but then it ended up being cucumber, deep fried shrimp, and baked potatoes. The baked potatoes were a last minute because I didn't have the corn. So we just ended up putting a little bit of baked potatoes in the barbecue, and it was a very nice dinner. And then we have some fat-free Italian dressing. It's not bad, it's not perfect. I'm gonna try to finish up the rest of these onions, and then my husband is probably gonna finish up the rest of that dressing that I had made. Sit. Oh, good girl. Hi, Mila. A little something sweet after dinner, so I'm just making a smoothie with some of that vanilla yogurt, and then I'm just going to use milk if this isn't blending properly. Add a splash of vanilla and just a little drizzle of molasses. Ooh, oh, that was a lot of drizzle. And then another splash of milk. For breakfast, I think I'm going to finish up the yogurt. I don't remember how much yogurt is left in here. Okay, whatever's left over can get eaten for a snack later. So this will be finished by today, and today is the date for it, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, January 21st. So today is day 9. We are going to finish this today at all costs, and then I'm gonna just top it up with a pomegranate from Flash Food and just a small handful of chopped nuts from Walmart. I got these for $7 for the bag right before the challenge started. Across the two of us, we did end up finishing the yogurt, which is fantastic. My daughter's just gonna have plain yogurt, vanilla yogurt, with a nectarine that she's already working on, and I'm gonna have this yogurt with a whole pomegranate on it and some crushed almonds. It looks like I have a lot more in there than what I normally do. I think it's just because I used my food processor instead of chopping them, so it looks a lot more spread out. But I'm super excited. The combo of almond and pomegranate together is fantastic. If you've never tried it, please consider it. Alright, no, we did not take out, but it kind of looks like we did. I'm going to be turning our leftovers from last night into a soup today. So I'm going to use up this cabbage. I bought this cabbage, I kid you not, I want to say over a month ago. It has to be over a month ago. It's got a little browning here, but I think that's just oxidation. I'm gonna cut it off and see if I can use it. If not, I'll just take more bok choy. But this is what we're having. And then I might use a Maggi cube for flavor. Oh, and I took out an onion because I really want onion in here. And the rest of that tomato. I don't know if I'm gonna use all the tomato, but I'm gonna use some of it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have some dumplings on the side. These vegetarian dumplings were not a hit in our family. For me, they're all right. For my husband, it was a complete no-go. He did not like them. They're very, very different. Would not buy them again, but I do have another bag in the freezer, so I guess that's gonna be my lunch at some point, at some time. Maybe they'd be better in a soup, like without having fried them. But I like them with plum sauce, so I might make a few of those for lunch. I'm also adding 2 eggs. I'm not sure if I'm going to hard boil them or if I'm going to add them in almost like an egg drop soup. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. And this is lunch. So I found 3 hot dogs in the freezer, so I fried those up for my daughter. This is one of them, and then I made her a little bowl of soup. I'm having my bowl of soup with 2 eggs, and then I have 3 dumplings, or what are they called? Pot stickers. What happened? Are you hungry? So 3 pot stickers with a little bit of plum sauce that we had in the fridge. And I have more eggs just in case my daughter wants one. And I have more soup just in case she happens to really like the soup and wants more. So this is lunch. She's also having just plain white rice because that is how she prefers her rice. We are having what we call lazy girl sushi tonight. So let me walk you through that. So for this I'm using brown sugar, I'm using soy sauce, I'm using ginger powder, but like it's really an insignificant amount. I put it in there once, it was perfect, and I'm scared that if I don't put it, I'm never gonna like it. Like I won't like it without. And then garlic powder, and then water to wherever. Okay, so I do. I'm trying not to compact it. This comes up to right under the half a cup mark. Some garlic powder. Frankie! Just a little ginger, and then I'm gonna bring this up to the halfway. Oh my goodness. Mixy mix. Okay, we're gonna set this aside. In here, I have a 1/4 cup of, what is it called? Rice vinegar. I have 2 tablespoons of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and a splash of vegetable oil. So we're gonna bring that to a light simmer until everything dissolves in there. So today is going to be leftover city for the most part. But this afternoon is going to be pizza, and you guys will understand why I'm going to primarily try to eat from the freezer and the leftovers and not try to make something new other than the pizza. So for breakfast, I'm actually going to have mac and cheese. I don't believe that there are breakfast foods. I really don't think that that's a thing. Food is food, and whenever you decide to eat it is an appropriate time to eat it. My daughter is already eating her nectarine, and she might actually jump onto some of this rice. And maybe some of these eggs, maybe. She does like sweet bell peppers lately, so she might actually enjoy some of these as well. But I'm just kind of gonna warm up whatever she points at after she's done her nectarine. So right now, even if I try to ask her if she wants something else, she's going to be so focused on that piece of fruit that there is nothing else that matters in this world, because it is her absolute favorite and we haven't had them in the house for so long. So even though she's been having them like 4 times a day, every day, I'm going to be reheating some of these along with some mac and cheese. I'm trying to make space in the freezer. Again, this is important. You guys will see later. So some of this mac and cheese, and then for protein I might do the eggs. I don't think I'm going to do the hot dogs at all. And then for fiber, I'm going to go ahead and have some of these peppers on the side. But these, what is it called? I keep calling them dumplings, but they're not dumplings. Please open. Pot stickers were actually like vegetable pot stickers. So these also have fiber. And yeah, so it's just going to be a mishmash. I'm going to show you what it looks like after. All right, so this is my breakfast. I'm having the pasta. I found some onions in the fridge that I finished up. So we're officially done with those after this. 2 onions, 4 of those pot stickers, a little bit of mayo and plum sauce, and then these peppers on the side. And I did not finish all of the mac and cheese, but I was able to add it to this bag of pasta that I made for my daughter for her lunch. Actually, it's for anybody, but she actually really enjoyed these and they reheat very well. This mac and cheese, by the way, reheats almost to the same as when I made it. I'm baffled and impressed. So if ever you have leftover mac and cheese, freeze some for your kids' later lunch. This would be great to send like as a little cube in their lunch, and then by lunchtime it'll be thawed out, and then a quick microwave would be perfect. I got my Paisano yesterday, and I've been waiting for this since January 1st. I ordered this January 1st because our oven is broken. I don't know if you guys saw the last video. I kind of briefly went over that, but the light keeps burning out in it. The, is it gauge? The seal of it has gone, and this oven is only turning 1 in April. Okay? I am kind of ticked off, and the temperature has always been kind of off since I bought it, but I figured, you know what, nothing else is wrong with it. I can work with this, but I can't cook anything if the heat is under 425 degrees. And then a lot of times the outside will be burnt, but the inside is still not ready. So I have to cook things alternative ways, which is a big reason why I started cooking my chicken in the Instant Pot and then transferring it over just to get it crispy. That is why. Let's get the food processor out. We will start with the tortillas and work our way up to the pizza. Try it, but this kind of failed me once, so now I'm a little scared. So we're gonna start with the water. I just boiled this to the lowest setting that I could. So we need 1.25 cups of water. 1 cup. And 1/4. Perfect. Now we need, what else do we need? You need to put the honey, the yeast, and the olive oil. I'm using vegetable oil. I don't think that's gonna matter. So the yeast is 2.5 teaspoons of yeast. 1, 2.5. Oh. Perfect. And then we want honey. I only have this honey right now. I absolutely hate this honey, but we need 2 teaspoons of this honey. And yes, it is crystallized. I'm just gonna eyeball it. That looks like 1. That looks like 2. I hate this honey so much, but it's such a small amount that I'm not too scared. Okay, and then the oil. We need 1 tablespoon of oil. I had my tablespoon here. Where did I put it? Where are you? I had it. It's in the flour. Okay. 1 tablespoon of oil. Ooh. There you go. Everyone's happy. We give it a little stir. You're meant to let this bloom for 5 minutes. So while this is blooming, we're gonna go off to the next step. So, while the food process, okay, using a food processor fitted with the dough blade, which is what it is, but I have little faith in you now. Fitted with a dough blade, add the dry ingredients to the bowl and pulse until combined. While the food processor is running, slowly pour in the yeast mixture into the food processor and let it run for 1 minute until the dough ball forms, then run for 1 minute longer until the dough ball cleans the sides of the food processor. Okay? So, place the dough ball on a floured baking sheet and cover with plastic wrap. Let the dough rise in a warm place until it doubles in size, about 1 hour. And that's about how long we have until my husband gets here. So, we need 3 cups of flour. 1. 2. 3. If neither one of these works out, I'm gonna cry because this was a lot of flour and I'm not shopping for the next 2 weeks. So, and then a teaspoon of fine sea salt. I don't have fine sea salt, I have table salt, but in she goes. It's fine. Perfect. Now we mix le tout. It hasn't quite been 5 minutes, but it's definitely gonna bloom. It's already doing its thing. It'll be fine. always believed in you. I know you don't believe me, but I did. Oh, it worked. It worked. I am just going to put it in a bowl because I prefer washing a bowl over a cooking sheet. And I'm going to be putting this onto the Paisano cooktop. So I'm just going to transfer this to a bowl, cover it with cling wrap. Look at this beauty. Look at her. It's perfect. Okay, and then we cover you. I feel like this is more what my other dough is supposed to look like. I'm sorry. But who knows, maybe the other dough will still work. So I figured now that we have the surface already dirty, and I took out some zucchini from my freezer this morning because we're trying to eat through the freezer, we're gonna make brownies. I've got the oven preheating at 320. It's supposed to be 350 and mine is at 375. I've got that preheating, and I am going to wring out the zucchini. Instead of oil, we're going to use this applesauce that nobody likes in the house. And I've got a brownie mix that I made a couple of weeks ago and a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm also missing 2 eggs. Give me a sec. Got my 2 eggs. This is going to be replacing the oil. Not sure if I said that yet. I wonder if you could just do twice as much applesauce to replace the egg as well, since everything that's going on with the eggs. But I'm not sure, and I'm already changing up the oil and adding zucchini to this. So we're not going to play with it too much. These are going in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes, but normally, because of my oven being messed up, it normally takes me about nearly 40 minutes.
Two hearts tangled in the past, repeating the same ending.